Here we are again, a little Tame Team Subberthwaite episode. I suppose the purpose of these videos, if purpose they need at all, is just to show that you don't have to go a million miles to find interesting stuff. What we're going to be looking at today is a place called Giant's Grave, and then a place called British Settlement. And you know, if you live in this area, or if you're passing through on holiday, you know, you don't have to go to Stonehenge or somewhere to find interesting stuff. It's up here and all round. Anyway, so let me just turn you around and show you the object, one of the objects of today's topics. Now there, where's the zoom thing? Now for many a good year, I thought this was the giant's grave, because it sort of looks a bit like a cromlech, although it's probably natural. And because these fells are usually swarming with bracken, you can't see a blinking thing. I never realised until quite recently that just over there is a thing called Giant's Grave, and that's the real Giant's Grave there. Here comes a car. Let this go by. And you can only see this when the bracken's down, really, otherwise you wouldn't know it's there. It's just a morass of green ferny things. So that's what we're looking at today. And the site of this is just at the foot of Great Burney, on this junction where a bridle path crosses the road. Poppet just told me that I said at the foot of Great Burney. Of course, I'm a blithering idiot. It's not. It's at the foot of Blowing Knot. And this is that cromlech feature. What I thought might have been a cromlech, but it's not. Poppet's looking through. Go on, look through. This isn't the Giant's Grave. It's just over there. Just next to that cromlech type feature, there's an exposure of bedrock. And there are some inscriptions. There's one up there which says 1908 that I can see. Another one seems to say 1934. Can you see that? There's other stuff, initials and stuff going on. Just here you can see where the rock is been redded by sheep tucking in against winter storms or something. So here we are at the Giant's Grave. What appears to be a large headstone, and then a smaller stone at its foot. But looking here, just encircling the site, if you like, is like this radial wall stone structure, which sort of looks like a ring in a certain way. See these rocks here, this one here, they seem to denote a sort of semicircle, but maybe you can conjecture it as a full circle going around the whole site perhaps. So whether that was maybe a ring cairn or a mound on top of this originally, I don't know. Anyway, let's inspect these stones. It's quite big, it certainly would have been a giant. If Poppet would like to come forward and just give it some scale, if she doesn't mind. Oh yeah, come down into the hollow. Yeah. Now if she were to lay down, it would take two of her at least to fill this this sort of trough. You know, yeah, big old bugger if it really was a human buried here. And on the rock here there's certain inscriptions which, you know, you can make out lettering, can't really work out what it says, but maybe if you got the light just right or came at darkfall with a torch to sidelight it, maybe the letters would stand out in relief and you know, present you with something legible and sensible. Again, there appears to be some lettering there of sorts, maybe there. Yes, there's quite a lot once you get your eye in, as it were. Can't quite work out what it says, but you know, there's definitely lettering on it. Quite a lot, I'd say, quite a lot. Oh, I can see a 1916 there. At least I think that's what it says. Not so much visible on that side there. This other one, you can see a lot of lettering on this one here. Yeah, lots going on there. J. Sawaka, I'm guessing. Arrow. P. JP. IP. WP. There's something interesting there. There's sort of like a crest or a shield. Might be Roman numerals there. Is it IVVI? Or is it IWI? Or J? I don't know. 1 something something 5. Let me just cross light it, see if that. No, I don't know. It's all a mystery. Oh, I can see a 1950 there. All sorts of lettering in different orientations, so it's a bit of a puzzle. I think you'd need to bring a piece of tracing paper and a crayon, do a brass rubbing kind of thing. That might work, mightn't it? To bring out all the lettering. Now, I've had a tip-off from a site called megalithic.co.uk, I think it was called, that there was some lettering on the underside here, so let's go in and see. Now this is on the sort of overhanging flank of this rock, so I can't see properly what the camera is looking at. Don't know if you can on the film there. Oh, it's hard work, isn't it? Oh, what's going on here? Does that say, can you see my finger? Where is it? Yeah. Does that say 1660 something, do you think? Bucket if I know. I thought there was a motif of a fish here somewhere, but it's not leaping to my eyes today. Don't know if I'll see it on the film, on a big screen. There was some kind of motif, a fishy symbol, I seem to recall. Maybe the lighting's not right. Oh, is that it? There, There's the tail and the body. Is that right? Can you see this on the film there? Yeah, some kind of fish with 1661, I'm guessing, engraved beneath it. Yeah, interesting stuff. I'm going to just open another clip on the other stone in a minute when I get my kneeling pad. So I'm now looking at the underside face of the big sort of headstone, which is leaning over me to some extent, so it's sort of dark and shadowy under here, but what can we see? Can we see anything intelligible at all? I see an R on its side there. I see a WHF written sideways on, sort of thing. I don't know, it's hard to make out, the lighting isn't very good. I think I can see a big R there, big R. I don't know if that ties anything. There's some kind of little squiggly thing there, I'm not sure what that is. I'm just gibbering aloud now. I can see what looks like the bottom of a G. Oh no, maybe it goes round. No, it goes all the way round. It's a G. A G. Oh dearie me. Does that mean anything? Just initials or whatever? Oh, it's another G. Can you see that? A G. A G. Oh. G and R. That's a R. Hells bells. Good Lord. Look what's coming to my eye. An A. G-R-A. Could that be a V? I think it is, you know. G-R-E-A-V-E. Grave. Grave. I'm going back to that first G. Where is it? G. G. I. Could be an A. Can I get an... I think there's an A. I think there's an N. And a very spurious T, but it could be. Needs side lighting, I reckon. But I reckon that's Giant's Grave. Someone scrawled on there. Bloody hell. Yeah, see if you... I think what it needs is someone with a mirror to reflect some light on this face. I think that says Giant's Grave, you know. Good God. Well, there you are. There's proof, if ever you needed it, that sometimes it pays to sort of speculate and jibber jabber a bit, because once you jibber jabber, sometimes letters and words pop out. Proof. Gibbering pays. So there it is, on the sort of underhanging face of that big rock. It says Giant's Grave. That makes it official, I reckon. In my excitement about finding the lettering Giant's Grave, I forgot to say that in Collingwood's book, the Book of Coniston, written in 1897, he tells of a story still current in the neighbourhood at that time of a race of giants living in the British settlement, and that the last giant was shot with an arrow on Blowifnot and buried here. And we're going to have a look at the British settlement very shortly. Giant's Grave is just over there, and we've just walked around a little bit to where there's this terrace. And a little depression and a rock. And this terrace might have been perhaps where, I don't know, some dwellings, huts were, who knows. It's fairly flattish and would lend itself to that purpose. And over in the distance, just catch a glimpse of the Dudden estuary.